Hey, Nympha, how's it going? All right, everybody. It is time to get started here. I do have to get some groceries coming up after stream, so I'm going to go ahead and get the stream rolling. I would also like to, make as much progress as I can on this character. I've been having so much fun with you guys as OCs that, I look forward to it pretty much like, every time we have this stream. So I'm going to go ahead and pop over there and we're going to get started. Let me make sure my big old head is on here, and it is. Hell yeah. So this is where we left off last time. I'm just kind of going through and doing some line variation with the thickness of the lines. So let me go ahead and finish that up. I saw a bunch of people added their artwork to the art share, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for that. It looks like the word is spreading. We're getting more and more artists in there each time, which is awesome. I love it. Definitely saw a bunch of new faces in there, so that was super cool. Also, I am super happy that you guys are hanging out and having a good time in the Discord as well. I really wanted to, be more active in there and whatnot, so it's cool. Yeah, I know. I see. Yeah, I was just talking about that. It's great. Makes me very happy that you guys are all interacting with each other. You're making friends. I'm making friends with you guys, finding out what kind of things you like and what you don't. It's good stuff. As long as everybody's having a good time, then I am happy. Hell yeah. Nice. Then it's working. My plan is perfect. I am perfectly prepared, as he says in Overly Cautious Hero. If you guys have not seen that anime, it is hilarious. And it's 100% how I would be if I got isekai'd, so. Dude spends like so much time just doing push ups and power leveling himself before he even leaves his like initial room. There he goes and he buys all the healing items, like so funny. Yeah, and the opening song is an absolute banger as well. You know what? Maybe that shouldn't be thicker. I think it's okay as it is. Yeah, try to be selective about this here. Ooh, I think I know what I want to listen to today. I've got an idea. So let's do. This might make me a little sleepy, but I think it's cool also to, expose you guys to other music when I can, so it's not all just anime music and metal. I know some people probably get turned off when I play the metal, and, and. So let's see. Let's have a different flavor of music today. So, what song do I want to start with here? Where is it? I probably should just... Oh, here we go. So this is like kind of like synthwave like bands and stuff. So it's gonna be a lot more chill. But I like this band a lot. It's called Gunship. But I started a radio based on that, so it's gonna play a bunch of like synthwave stuff. It'll be something a little different this time around for you guys. As someone that was born in the 80s, this is a very nostalgic style for me of music. I'm old. Is this the instrumental? I hope it's not the instrumental. If it is, that's not one. It is the instrumental. No. Why? Why? Alright, fine. I'll just look up the song. There we go. Now it'll have lyrics. I think it's funny too, because like this is like newer music, and it's actually like way better than the music that we had in the 80s. It's just done so much better for the most part. There's an appropriate amount of synth. I just need your body. If I am when you dance with the devil tonight. You got that lost cause look in your eyes, like a movie. Your heart died, to let your heart die. Oh, dude, it's totally okay. Like most of that metal that I put in that playlist is like from like early 2000s, late 90s. A lot of the original stuff. So I was 17 when I started listening to that music. So like I said, I got a pretty extensive like amount of bands, and I feel like I'm still missing a ton because I've had to rebuild the playlist so many times. I'd love to know what kind of metal you listen to as well. Like if you wanted to make a playlist as well and link it, like I'd be more than happy to check out because I'm always down for new music as well, especially metal. So It's usually the opposite for me. Usually I'm the old one, and everybody else is like super young, and I'm just like over here like Googling like new slang. Like, to be honest with you, I had to look up what Riz was. I was just like, I think I know what this means, but I better like look it up just to be sure. What is Riz, and do I have it? Can you use Riz in a sentence? Not sure when. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it. I think my first realization is when I was playing Monster Hunter Ultimate 3 on the Wii U with Havoc, and we were playing with this one guy like all the time, and we were just like swearing left and right, and like saying all sorts of awful shit about the monsters over the voice chat. And then one day he was like, "Oh, you guys probably won't see me a while because I'm going back to school." And we're like, "Oh, are you going? Is college starting back up again?" And they were like in middle school or some shit. And I was like, "Oh my god." I mean, I like some of the new slang. I think it's pretty funny, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not gonna like go like stringing things together and making things like ridiculous, like some skibbity toilet, like, things like that. But I'll use Riz. I'll use some other things every now and then. I still use a lot of slang from that I had growing up. I mean, hell, my friend group had like we had so many like stupid ass words that we came up with to describe things. So it's not like it's out of place or anything. You know, it's natural. As long as I don't 100% need to like a Google translator to understand what the hell you're saying to me. If I can use context clues, it's fine. I at least grew up with like reading Rainbow and Sesame Street and the all that good stuff that taught me how to figure things out. So why is it going to Sleep Token from my synthwave? I mean, I love Sleep Token, but that is not what I was going for here. Hold on, I'll change it in a sec. It's like almost a sin for me to skip Sleep Token, but you know what? It's okay. Oh my god, I like this song too. All right, fine. I'll find something else. Um, 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 um. Let's do. Maybe I'll just shuffle this band and we'll see how it goes from there. Because I love the Midnight as well. They're also fantastic 80s style synthwave. Ooh, I should play some twerp as well. I love twerp so much. They're a very, very silly but fun band. They do a lot of collaborations with Ninja Sex Party. It's so crazy how these just like little spots of slightly darker where like the lines connect makes such a big difference in the line work. Makes it look way less flat. Have you found anything in that list that I gave you so far, Suetry, that you like really, really like so far? A lot of the older stuff that I put in there is extremely heavy, so I know that's not everybody's like cup of tea, even when it comes to metal. Like especially like the Acacia strain, they literally just kept like dropping octaves to make like the breakdowns heavier and heavier and heavier. That era of music too, everybody thought that all the lyrics had to be mean as shit. So, oh yeah, dude, the Doom soundtrack is so good. I love it. I actually I have Doom Eternal. I was thinking about playing the original 2016 remake and then playing Doom Eternal because I haven't finished Doom Eternal yet. So the singer to the Casey Strain is really cool. I used to play World of Warcraft with him. I accidentally punched him in the face during one of their songs at a show. Because our style of moshing was basically kind of like martial arts kind of dancing in the pit. So we were throwing like spin kicks and punches and all sorts of stuff. Like I used to do like cartwheel kicks and what's the other one? I can't remember what it's called. It's like a Wing Chun kick where you kind of like you throw your body like horizontally, and I can't do it anymore, but it was cool when I could do it. So back in my day, we fought in the pit, and that's how we got along. Well, not everybody got along, but most of us knew like the general etiquette. So I've had my front teeth loosened before, so and I was okay with it. I was like, that was totally my bad. I got in the way. I should have known better. Yeah, I had to eat like applesauce for like 2 weeks while like my front teeth like got back where they needed to be to not be wiggly anymore. Yeah. It was like a reunion show for like a band that had broken up like a long time ago, but all of us like, pretty much got started on that band. So everybody was just like absolutely losing their minds. Oh yeah, I've been really lucky so far. I've only lost one tooth, and that actually came from I was eating a Subway sandwich, and something was crunchy, and it was my tooth apparently. And I was like, great, this sucks. Luckily, it's not like a super noticeable one or anything, so I'm not like, I don't have like a big giant like gap in my smile when I smile, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, I was like, huh, there's something crunchy in this sandwich. There shouldn't be. And then I pulled it out and I was like, oh my god, that's tooth. And I was like just about to like go on a trip to New York City for the first time with Havoc. So I had this broken tooth in my mouth for like the longest time. But I had an amazing time with Havoc, so it was worth it. I'd suffer for that again. Yep, exactly. Totes worth. Can't wait to start coloring this. Of course, I still have to do his glasses and his key. Man, listening to this, like, I really want to pick up Cyberpunk at some point. I have not played it yet, but like listening to stuff like this makes me really want to try it out. Especially now that it's been out long enough that all the bugs and everything are all fixed and they have more content. Oh yeah, I bet it will. It's just one of those things where it hasn't been on super sale like enough. Not quite yet. Unless of course I just like, whenever I blow up with like streaming here and start getting like a shitload of subscribers, like I shouldn't have an issue with that. Then I'll play all the games. I won't neglect like my art streams, of course, but I like having at least one gaming stream a week. It's nice. I generally only get things on Steam when they're like, like $10 and under. Maybe some generous soul will hear this VOD at some point and gift me some stuff on Steam, and I'll build a shrine to them and tell them they're awesome. Not that I'm looking for handouts, but I definitely would be like, this person is cool. I'd rather earn my own money personally, and it's more rewarding to buy it. You know, you're like, hey, I did this. This is the result of my actions. I'm an adult. Yeah. I don't have any right now, but that's okay. I feel like that can also get kind of weird. You know what I mean? Where it starts getting into like the hella parasocial. Yeah, I haven't gotten to the point where anybody sent me any creepy messages yet, so crossing my fingers on that one. I want to start working on my 2.0 model at some point too. Speaking of having a little bit more of a change here, I like my model, but there's definitely things like I would do completely differently now. Like I do it in this kind of art style that I'm doing right now, because I wanna actually rig it myself this time. I think that would also make like good content to have you guys hang out with me while I do rigging and listen to me swear and get frustrated. I know, I know. uh, well, I keep it in the fridge, so you know, whatever reference of creepiness for that. Hopefully, the refrigeration is helpful. That's funny. I like it. I always do that with when I'm joking around with Havoc about like a character or something. I'll do like a really deep, like creepy voice, like, "I like it. Do it some more." Oh, I love this song. It's about Jason Voorhees. Speaking of creepy stuff, Jason Voorhees, the tanky, tanky boy. I still like how he died as a child and is somehow a grown ass, like, zombie when he comes out of the lake. It's like, how the hell does that work? It's like, did like a giant fucking like mechanic or something like also fall in the lake and he just like took over his body? I don't think they've ever explained that. Because he's totally wearing like some sort of like mechanic's outfit, and I think in the second one he's wearing almost like a weird like kind of lumberjacky looking outfit. I don't know. I really haven't watched the second one a lot. I've seen mostly like the newer ones more often. Yeah, yeah, Jack and Irons for sure. Havoc has all the info on the monsters, by the way. If you guys are looking for, advice on spoopy things or spiritual things or whatever, like you need help, like with your stories, like Havoc is a very good resource for that. Granted, she has her own time to do things, but she's not busy. I'm sure she'll answer you. That's how I learned about a lot of like different things is was from Havoc. Yeah. And you should never interact with them. It is a bad idea. See, I'm unlucky because I can see, sometimes I can see spirits and things like that, so I'm like, oh, please don't notice that I noticed you. You can just keep on doing what you're doing, and I'll just go my own way here. At least it doesn't like scare me anymore. It used to scare me when I was younger when I didn't really understand them. Looks like we're making progress here. Yeah. They're probably numbing some of my energy too, as like an appetizer or a side. I hope I'm tasty. That's all I gotta say. Feel like I put off pretty good vibes, so, you know. I should be at least a Capri Sun level. Like one of the good flavors, too. They're just like slurp. Oh my god, getting sloppy. It is cool though. Most ghosts that I see are not scary looking at all. And I hope I'm not creeping out chat here. I'm sorry, guys. I'll move on to a different subject. I was just yapping away about stuff, and you guys are like, man, this is weird. Alright, it's looking a lot better here. Oh yeah, that's true. Could do that. There really isn't that much of them to draw, though, usually. Like, their entire form is usually not present, so. But yeah, I can do my best to, in October, to try to translate what I can see. They generally look fairly different, like between individuals, I guess. Or, you know, sometimes I think I see things that are definitely not people, so those are more interesting looking. Those are probably the ones I should draw. They'll be like leaning over my shoulder, like, "Ah, you didn't get my chin right." This is my good side. But yeah, I saw you were freaking out over the idea of Dockies there, Nympha. What kind of Dockies do you think I should make? I'm making some spicy art in the Discord, so I can make some Dockies of those characters. Hey, there's no shame in Dockies. I have one, so. Hell yeah. Nice. Yeah, I can totally do that. There's so many characters that even haven't been introduced yet, so you'll have quite a variety of characters. You might end up with too many Dockies, you know what I mean? You can make a Docky Fort out of all the characters. Havoc is like, you shut up. There is no limit to how many Dockies one can have. Oh, I should not have done that up close. Let me zoom back and clean it. Yeah, I cannot wait to get into like the meat and potatoes essentially of the whole thing. Then you can really start seeing Havoc's writing as well. What you guys are seeing me draw so far is from me, and I'm not a writer. So when we get into the actual story, it's going to be way better. I'll just be proud of my little input that I that I added. Not that it's terrible. It's just I'm no Havoc as far as a writer. Havoc is the goat. Not at all. I don't even know the meaning of the word. But no, like seriously though, like I've been approached like by many writers over the years to do projects with them, and I'm like always like, holy shit, this is generic, and it's confusing and it's all over the place, and you know. So she was the first one I read that I was like, holy shit, this is so good. I was like, I really want to work with this writer, and then I married her. Havoc does do writing streams on Sundays. So if you guys want some insight into, maybe how to make your stories a little bit, give them a little bit of punch there, Havoc is your demon lord, your Huckleberry if you've seen that movie. Rip Val Kilmer. I miss him. He was cool. Oh yeah, for sure. She's doing. We play a cozy game called Palia. So she's doing a like a fan fiction story using our some characters that we came up with in the in-game like NPCs and stuff. So it's really neat. She should totally get hired by Singularity 6 to make the game better, but, you know. Yeah. I mean, Necromancer characters are always cool, too, as well. I mean, friggin' solo leveling is, like, so popular. There's another webtoon that I read. It's called The Lone Necromancer. And that one's pretty good, too. Very, very similar to solo leveling, of course, because it's like a, it's a manhwa, I believe. Yeah, recycling is good. It's like you got a perfectly good vessel there, you know. Someone or something will appreciate it. It's like I'm not using it anymore. Here, have my flesh mech. You do not have to be a Japanese teenager to pilot. Get in the fucking mech, Shinji. I can't talk. Throws tacos into the Ava. That's like the one way you could get weeps to join the military is just make mechs, and we'd be like, where do I sign up? I'm definitely going to the life size ones that they built in Japan that you can like get in and watch them move around and stuff. That's like such a nerd dream for me. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Like it's just they're just so cool. Just that kind of technology in general is just so neat. Yes. King Kitan Giga Drill Break. Oh my god, I love Gurren Lagann so much. It's my favorite. I need to do some updated Gurren Lagann fan art with my new style. I think that would be cool. Well, not my new style, but my revitalized anime style that I've revived from the dead. Yes, so if you are ever feeling down, if you're ever feeling depressed, watch Gurren Lagann and you'll be like, man, I'm just going to take a giant drill through my problems and nothing's going to stop me. You'll have a giant hole through your chest if you try to stop me. um, Sort of, kind of. Like, I mean, I used to really like the toys when I was younger, I've only watched the first like remake movie, the Michael Bay one. Ooh, yeah, there is. I forgot the new one's done by Trigger. So yeah, that might make me a Transformers fan. When I was younger, I was more into like Voltron. Voltron was my jam, and anything that was similar to that was also my jam. So, oh, just the 40th special. Oh, okay. I just saw that they were working on a Transformers project, and I was like, oh man, that's a really neat idea. You can't go wrong with Studio Trigger. I have Sushio's art book. He's my senpai, one of my senpais. It's also why I can't wait to get to like the action scenes in Born and Raised because they're very, very Trigger inspired. So let's just say the scale is going to escalate without giving away too much there. Yeah, I heard that one was good. I think the reason why I'm not super into Transformers is because I had this one friend growing up and he was like a total brat about everything and he was super into Transformers, so it kind of like soured my perspective on it. Oh, excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. The toys back in the 80s were super cool because some of them were actually like die-cast metal, which was hella sick. They had a die-cast metal Voltron, and it's the only time in my life that I consider beating up another kid and stealing their toys. Because they had the whole die-cast metal Voltron on the bus, and I was like, oh my god, I want it so bad. But it was like $100 even in like 80s money, which was like a lot. I was like, I'm about to ruin this kid's day. And then I remembered that I'm not an asshole, so I had restraint. Plus, they were nice enough to let me like hold it and play with it for a sec. So, oh, they were dangerous. Let me tell you that. There's no doubt about it that they made the right call with not making them metal anymore. But it was cool while it lasted. Like those edges were hella sharp. I'm pretty sure just about everything in the 80s was dangerous, so it should not have been in the hands of children. Especially clumsy children like myself. I had like zero coordination for the longest time. Not that it's much better now, but hell yeah. Nice. Build your fanboy palace. I will not judge you. I actually had to give away all my figures before moving, and it made me really sad. But that's okay, because we're gonna make all the streamer money, and I will have my stuff back, or even better this time around. I hope. Yes, yes, I want to see that. That's what I should do. I should make a Discord channel for things you guys are proud of, that you want to display. I'm a big old figure nerd, so I will geek out about it as well. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, Havoc and I went to the theaters when they really re-released the movies in the theaters. We had a date. It was super cool. There was barely anybody in there. Alright, almost done cleaning up these lines. And I gotta draw his key and his. We're gonna use our tools to do the glasses since they're just round. I actually have well, Clip Studio I should say has a perfect tool that I can use for that. I'll make it nice and easy. So that should take like pretty much no time to do. Hey, Koro, how's it going? It's been a minute. How are you? Welcome back to the fun. We're all nerding out together. As if anything's different here, but oh, doing good. Got pretty much all the pain in the ass moving stuff done. I got my PC obviously going again and back to streaming here. So the only changes in streaming is that I don't normally stream today, but I missed you guys and I wanted to make up for it, and I have to go back to the old place and do some cleaning tomorrow, so I won't be streaming tomorrow. So I figured I would do some today, and then we'll play some Alien Isolation again and hopefully try to beat the damn game on Friday. So I'm excited to start a new game because the anxiety in Alien is just like, it's a lot. Even with the flamethrower, I still am getting got. It's because we named the alien after Havoc. That's why it's so good at getting me. Pensy gets me every now and then too, because we named the androids after them. Because that was like super appropriate. Make sure he has some pockets. His lab coat here. We don't need a lot of detail down here because of course it's super far away from the point of interest, but we'll just, make it believable at least. That if he wanted to put something in his pocket, he could. Oh no. What's the internship? Is it for anything like cool, something that you want to do like as a career? Oh, hell yeah. I see you, Nympha. Thanks. Alright, sitting up straight, getting some water. That's cool. I have no idea how to make websites. I actually do need to make one at some point for myself for my portfolio. So if you don't charge too terribly much, when I get some money, maybe I'll hit you up for that if you're up for it. If you're not, totally cool. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. That's always helpful. I have a friend that does coding, so they have like whole like conversations and like the notes inside the code and whatnot, so I have an idea what you're talking about. I just my brain just does not like function that way, so my lack of coding experience is actually what's prevented me from getting a lot of like, you know, like art jobs, so it's good to have. Back in the day, things used to be like specialized where like each person had their role, and now it's been all like smushed together, so it's like you have to know like all these different things just to get a job. It's like I'm doing like 6 people's jobs. Sorry, my voice is starting to get gunky here. Yeah. Ooh. Havoc to the rescue with an allergy pill. Franca. Whew. Hopefully that'll help. Can't wait till that kicks in. But yeah, that's cool. Is it a paid internship or is it like an internship to like potentially hire you? Okay, I think we cleaned up these lines as far as I can tell. So I need his key and his glasses. Oh, it's unpaid? Ah, gotcha. Well, hopefully you'll get, like I said, hopefully you get something for it. Something for your work there. Let's use it. Let's do a vector layer for these classes because I think that'll help. I haven't used vector layers in a hot minute, and I need to start using them again. Let's see, I think his glasses are just circular. Yeah, they are. Okay. Oh, okay, it's for school credit. Nice. Well, at least you're getting something out of it, you know? I did that on the wrong layer, but that's okay. Let's do the next one on another layer here. And we can, oops. If I can grab the right tool here. Probably.
after work for a little bit?
Alright, we're back. Hell yeah. So let's see. I just realized during that break that I had done one of these circles on the wrong layer, so I'm glad that I was able to go back and fix it. We're going to offset it just a little bit because of the angle here. Then we can duplicate, we can move it over, and we're gonna squish it so it'll be correct for his glasses. So let's see. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's see. I'm glad I did this as a vector layer. I never do these like round style glasses, so it's kind of interesting. Hopefully I make it look right. If it looks a little funky, it's because, like I said, I'm not used to them, so let's give them a little bit of a squish here too. Kind of line them up as well. Make sure it has plenty of room for me to put the bridge. And then let's flip it to make sure it's looking good. I think it looks alright as far as the glasses go. Oh, maybe this one over here needs to be over a little bit more, so it's not like in his nose there. Yeah, yeah. Or doesn't Vash has the round glasses too, right? Alright, I think that looks alright. As far as I can tell, they might be a little too big. I'm going to go ahead and merge them down, and let's see if I can just, oops, maybe scale them down just a bit here, just a tad. Move it over again. probably good. Flip it. Yeah, I think that looks good. Yeah, his are definitely smaller. Maybe I'll make them a little bit smaller. That's probably okay, right? Maybe I'll move them up a little bit. And move them back. So they kind of fit. Kind of like that, I think. They're going to be a bit bigger. We're going to stylize it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm going to erase away some of this for where his hair is. Kind of going over top of it. Oops. Trying to decide what's going to be in the front, what's going to be in the back. Hey, Mishu, how are you? Let's see. So these should probably be in front, I think. Trying to think of this spatially real quick here.
It's okay. No, it's okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I see what you're saying, yeah. From Guilty Gear, right? Alright, let's use the curve tool now. I can do the bridge. Actually, let's start it there. And we'll do this. And then we can bring that up.
I'm looking for her notes.
Do that, and let's see, let's also use our straight line tool.
I have one, so she sends it to Shirley, Derek, Gabriella, and Jesus. So I think you make one, or you find one that's already shared with them, and you just label it, which one's which. That's what I did when I did it. Let me look in the folder. I'm sorry. It's okay.
Just doing my best here to make it look like it's hand drawn. Making it look a little less stiff here.
Oh, I see. She like. Okay. Makes it a little easier, I guess. She is. Okay. Yeah, she told you to pull a call. I think you have to add it in. Mm-hmm. I think I have to do that. See, I'm with you. I thought she gave us this up here. Let's see. Yeah. To be safe, I would pick a different one. Because I'm not sure what she means by that. Because she told us over here. We didn't. I can't remember. I would pull a new one because that one got canceled. She should have DM'd you. Okay. Mm-hmm. I would change that to the date that it's printed because it's not the usual days. I think that's why she's got them linked, right? So this one is HD, and if mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you can do like a copy. You can do shoot. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to do this for mine, but I gotta send that. I just haven't had a second yet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, if they already filled it out, then they'd already did it. So we'd make a copy, and we just pick a different color. Because she told me to pick new interactions for mine. Mine's gonna be found ever. Is that okay? I think they get the same. I think they do. I think we just every other week we just change it. Yeah, it won't hurt. Okay. I will send you the link to the one I pull. I'll just go ahead and look for one now. And when I find it, I'll find it and probably after I finish this interaction. It's okay. Let me finish this one because I really want to send it, get him off my tab. And then I'll DM you with what I find, and if we need to jump back in, we can. Yeah, don't worry about it. And I know if you need to jump in here, just let me know. I don't mind. Because it's not simple. It's a whole thing. It comes with instructions with multiple steps. That's not simple. Mhm. Mhm. Yep. I'll look for my notes too. I'm pretty sure I took some notes because I didn't trust myself to remember, and I know she's really bad about sending emails when she says she's gonna. So let me check mine too, okay? You're welcome. I'll talk to you in a minute. Right, bye. Sorry.
No, you're good. I just didn't want you to. I didn't want you to get in trouble.
Oh no, it was me. Kira had questions about something that we're supposed to be doing.
Alright, I'm back to yapping, guys. Having just had a work call there, and I just wanted to make sure that she was good. One of her coworkers is really cool, so we wanted to make sure that she helped her. So Let's see, trying some basic perspective here. No, why? There we go. Trying to make sure that this key looks cool. Oh man, it got rid of that line. That's okay. We can fix that real fast. This key might be a little more chunky than it is in the actual reference, but that's okay. And I'm not really sure at what point the key kind of cuts off. So we're gonna just give it a spot to just start disappearing at. So let's get rid of these. By the way, if you guys do not utilize the vector tool for things like this, like it's so useful. Oh yeah, I can totally do that. Hey, I am brand new to this whole thing, so if you guys have suggestions as far as like, you know, things that you guys would like to see, we can totally do that. Like, I would love to see you guys like collaborate, of course, on your OCs and everything. I think that would be super cool to see. Let's see. So it's kind of looks like if we did like that, and then we did up like that. I don't know how many teeth are on this either. So we're gonna treat it like there's only no, why? Oh crap, because it's not all the way through it. That's why. So let's do this number, and we'll do that. We can get rid of that, and get rid of that line, that line, that line, and that line. Oh yeah. So one thing that I always had fun doing with like other artists, you know, just as like a suggestion maybe for some sort of collaboration, is I would do like the line work for something, and then I would have someone else color it, and then we would swap where they would do the line work of like a similar thing, and then I would color it. So it was like a pretty cool like collaboration, like a really fun like project. So that's just a suggestion from me there. So, but you guys can do whatever makes you happy. Whatever seems fun. Let's see if we can make this one a little higher up here. Makes it a little bit more believable as teeth on a key. To be 100% honest with you guys, I don't think I've ever drawn a key like this, so this is new territory for me. Hopefully that doesn't look like ass. And of course we're going to have to erase away where it's like sticking out, but we'll do that after I finish here. I'm just glad there's tools that I can use for this. I don't know if that looks good or not. Try to get the curve to match up here. Maybe it's easier to do that manually. So let's do it this way. I'll do it by hand. I think it'll look nicer if I do it by hand. Hopefully I got that. No. Why did it do that? Let's do maybe from here to like that. And I can use my brush now to do this. But yeah, I would love to see you guys like collaborate on stuff. I think that's a fantastic idea. I'll try to remember to make a channel in the Discord for that. So you guys can start coordinating as far as that goes. So I'm excited for that. Yep, getting some water. Hell yeah. Yeah, this might get weird with the perspective here, but... Oh, wait a minute, wait. I didn't look at this right. I didn't look at this right at all. I just got kind of in my own little world here. Oh man, this room is always so warm. Yeah. Yeah, John is like on top of it. John is an idea generator in a good way. And they are super chill as well, so very, very nice. I'm gonna kind of square these off a little bit there. And I'm also like, I'm totally cool with you guys, coming up with things as well that you would like to do, just, whatever you think would be fun. I'm all about it, so. Like, it is a community for a reason. Hey. I don't know what that is, but sure. I am not. I don't know what that is, but that's okay. Yeah, you can totally do that. As long as you guys are having a good time, I am totally cool with whatever you would like to do. having trouble. Oh my god, my brain is like not braining right now. Sorry guys. Something like that. And then now they're kind of overlapping with each other. There's got to be a spot for this diamond shape. Trying to figure out how to make this work. All right. Maybe if I do it like... Maybe I should put the diamond first. That might make more sense. So, like that. Up. And so it comes, the diamond kind of comes out of the top of the key. I'm trying to make it as accurate as I can. If we have to exaggerate some things, I think that'll be okay. I think they'll forgive me. I always take at least a little bit of artistic freedom with these. Alright, let's see if I can. Oh, it'd be nice if I could do this in one continuous. It's like it's so close. Oh, this is so hard. Hold on, maybe if I tilted some more. And then I can kind of, yeah, I could just clean it up from here. I think it'll be okay. And then we'll make sure that it comes as close to matching as possible. No. It's a little fat here, but I think it'll be okay. No. No. There we go. Yeah, these vector layers with the vector eraser is like the coolest thing. Alright, and what I might do, I think, so I'm gonna move it out more, just a bit, to kind of make sure we get the full shape in there. I think that's good. And we can rasterize it, and let's turn off this ruler here. And then we can start messing with it. It is a really cool character. Like this is definitely like fun to work on for sure. So now we just gotta kind of go in and do a little bit of some variation on the line width here, so it doesn't look so stiff. Do our best to kind of make it match the rest of the line style a little bit. So we just kind of want to make it thicker where the lines are connecting, and then thinner otherwise so it matches the rest of the drawing. I admit when I first started using like vector lines and stuff, I would just kind of leave them as they were, and I'm like, that looks like really stiff. So trying my best to make it look like it's supposed to look like that. I'm also no master of perspective here, so that's probably a little janky, but that's okay. Not everything has to be perfect. Most people won't even notice. If you're ever having anxiety about something with your art, like 9 out of 10 times someone is not going to even like notice. I know it's hard to not see the flaws and be like, I want to go back and do every little thing. It's like, no, just keep pumping it out and just keep improving, and keep in mind, like, maybe some of the things you noticed in your last piece, you can be like, try to make sure you work on that for the next one. That way you're always working towards improvement, you're still getting work out, and it's not holding you back basically because you've like obsessed over the one piece you're working on for too long. Another tip too is to step away from it for like maybe like at least a half an hour, and then come back and look at it, and that way you have like a fresh perspective to come back and be like, oh well, this was a little off, and that way it's not like 100% done and you just noticed that a mistake after you've like flattened all the layers and everything, and you're like, oh my god. Because you had like tunnel vision. I know I have hella tunnel vision sometimes. Oops. Oops. Oh, there's way too much of that. There's also different things you can do with your lines as well, like things that are closer to the camera slash the viewer should be thicker. Things that are farther away should be thinner. We're not worrying about that too much right now with this. I just want it to look a little more natural here, so it doesn't look hella stiff. Because a lot of the heavy lifting is going to be with like the values and the colors and whatnot. So, all right. So I can't really tell exactly where in his head this is popping out from. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have it from. I'm going to start erasing off at this point here. I think is a good point for it to come sticking out on that side. And of course, I'm thinking from here, so we can kind of just erase away this because it was more of just a guide, just to know where it was like coming out of. Because we're trying to think about it in 3D space as if it's like, you know, sticking out the side of his head, maybe under some of the clumps of hair. So I think that looks pretty good as far as that goes. We'll just finish up kind of making these lines a little less stiff. Give them some imperfections. Imperfections are good. After all, we are not AI, so I don't need to tell you how many fire hydrants are in a picture, so how many motorcycles are in these images? Alright, let me make sure I get some thickness to this for the perspective as well. Ah. My zoom gets wild sometimes. It's a wild and untamed beast. No. Let's see. So, hopefully I'm thinking about this correctly. Might not be 100% correct. That's okay. I think it needs some thickness here too, probably, for perspective, if I'm thinking of this right. I'm a little dyslexic, guys, so kind of working against me a little bit there. Makes it a little harder sometimes to think of things in a 3D space. So, kind of like that. I mean, honestly, that's why I use a lot of like 3D resources to help me when I'm doing my artwork. It's just because like my brain just does not want to really think about things that well in 3D. So let's see, how would this look? Be like that, I think. Something like that. No. Give me the eraser, damn it. I don't know, this doesn't feel right, but it's okay. We're gonna keep rocking. Oops. So that, no, give me the pen. Be kind of like that. Maybe I'll make that a little thicker, I think. Oops. Alright, let's get the diamond. It's like, hey, Aniki, you should practice your fundamentals. This is your reminder. So let's see. Maybe along this. Yeah. Yeah, like I really need to start doing like um, gesture and perspective. I think that'll help me level up. This might actually go a little more. Nah, it won't really show that much. This, however, I think would go like this. If I can get the line right, make it thick. Maybe I need to tilt my canvas some more. There we go. That's better. It's just got to be somewhat believable that there is some 3D form here. Trying to go as quickly as I can because I do need to run to the store soon to get some groceries. Because I do not want to eat fast food ever again. This is making me feel like poopy doo-doos. I don't want to be a fat old man, so. I want to be big and strong like a bear. No, stop. The thing's going wild on me. It's like, hey, guess what? You can't control me. I am unleashed from my chains. Alright, so there would be this line here for the meat of that. I hope my synth wave here isn't putting you guys to sleep. I know it's pretty relaxing. I'll put some more energetic music on next time. I just wanted to switch it up a little. There'll probably be a bit of the. I don't know if this is right, but I'm gonna put it because I think it'll. No, it doesn't look right. Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, it's just something different, you know. I figure if I play the same music all the time, it'll get a little dull, and I also like introducing people to stuff that's like, you know, things that I like personally, so. Expand the horizons. It's like, how will people know if they've never heard it? Well, there'd be a little bit of. There'd be a line right here. Actually, let's just kind of fix that a little bit. And then inside here, trying to make it too terribly thick. That's probably okay. Let's do this because there would be some right here. Oops. It's probably good. Definitely just gonna finish up the lines on the key here, and then I'll wrap this up for today. Oops. Maybe we can kind of erase away some of this, just here and there. Nice. That was a quick ad break. I wish I didn't have to have them at all, but you know what? It helps. Alright, I think we're almost there. Just gotta flip this and let me see. Alright, I gotta fix where this connects here. And let's bring those lines in. There, and just thicken that. Let's thicken these a little. Just a tad. I think that's looking pretty good here. Let me do this, and I kind of like to also do a little bit of like kind of stuff like this when I'm doing metal, where I kind of do some of the helps when I go to do the coloring. And also just makes it look a little more interesting. That's kind of sloppy. Alright, I think that makes that look way better. So, I think we can call that good for those lines. Let me do this. Multiply. There we go. Alright, let's put color in the background here, so it'll make it easier to see what we did. On the outside here. Yeah, I think we made some pretty good progress here. We got the lines all set up and whatnot, so now I'm just have to go through and do the flats next and whatnot. I think I actually need to erase away a couple parts I see on the hair that might be coming in front of it, but that's okay. We can do that later. So let me get my big old head out of the way, and we can make this nice and big so everybody can see. So that. All right. Yeah, I think we did an awesome job today. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I think it's going to be probably the most fun when I go to color it. So let me throw you guys in the lobby here and we will wrap this up. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me again on stream today. Again, like I said, I had missed you guys, so it is very nice to be able to, take another day and interact with you all. I will not be streaming tomorrow because, like I said, I have to continue to do some cleaning. But I will be back on Friday with Alien Isolation. Also, if you haven't seen it already, I have put up the art share post, so there's still plenty of time to participate in that. If you guys are not following me, go ahead and give me a follow to see when I go live. And if you would like to help me out, you could always consider subscribing, and that would be awesome. I will catch you guys on Friday. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.